Welcome in to Two Country Home. So today is the end of the first week of November, so it's been another week. So we thought we'd bring you back around and show you how the garden's progressing. As you can see here, the Chinese cabbage now is really starting to flush out and is starting to put on its crown. The leaves are starting to curl up to make the cabbage. It's more of a conical type of cabbage, but you can see these have put on a lot of growth. We have cut back from last week. I trimmed back the comfrey, and in a response, the red Russian kale has put on probably 3 or 4 inches of growth. Still have our volunteer potato. Still have our carrots. It's getting a little dark, but if you can see here, the carrots actually are putting on a true set of leaves now. So that's really nice. Curly kale is still doing well, and a new thing to the party right here, and right here is our garlic. So our garlic is now broken surface. So here as well. So that's a new thing here. So that's nice to see. Potatoes still haven't put on a whole lot of new growth. They're still hanging in there. As you can see here, the parsnips. So the parsnips have put on a true set of leaves as well. So you know, they start out like this, and then they add the set of leaves. So I'm extremely happy with them. The provider bush beans, they're doing wonderful. They're loaded down, and actually I have a bowl here because we're going to we're gonna pull a harvest this tonight. Probably walk you through while we have light first, but yeah, that's just really nice set of beans coming on everywhere. So really I'm very happy with the production of the pole beans. But we'll come back here towards the end and take a few more. Let me walk you around before we lose any more light. So here again, as you recall, we put in the radish. They're doing pretty well. They're up, and as I had mentioned in the previous videos, we planted garlic in here, and it's come up in several spots, and it'll continue to come up in here as well as along here. You know, a little disappointed in our salad mix. It doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, but they are starting to grow. But it's not quite yet what I expected. And our carrots from here back are doing really well. Again, they're all up. And of course, our papaya, they're still hanging in there. Our climbing beans are showing a little bit of a little bacterial disease, but they're hanging in, and we do, have some bean sets starting. So that's nice to see. Still have our curly kale in here doing well. And I believe right here, this is actually, which it's not going to do much, but it's actually a fruit set. So looks like this particular one was pollinated, and that is a papaya fruit set right there, albeit very small and probably no real chance of developing. Here again, our carrots here are putting on really good growth, and actually have a true set of leaves coming on the carrots. So very happy with that. We had really good germination on carrots and the parsnips, which is oftentimes not easy to get, but I can't complain. Similarly here, our carrots are starting to they haven't quite all put on a true set of leaves, but they will be getting there. But once again, I'm really happy with the carrots, and things are coming along. Kind of coming through a little quick tonight with the change of time. It's caught us a little bit, so definitely get started quick. Oregano looking really nice. Going to start to dry that out. Save that for the kitchen. Again, our parsnips here putting on a true set of leaves, so really happy with the parsnips. Some of our seedlings we had planted, we transplanted out, and our potatoes are still hanging in there. They haven't put on a whole lot of growth, so I'm not sure how, if anything, we're gonna get from them. Here we last week we talked about I had put in some beets, so all the beets are currently up, which is really nice to see. We planted some radish on that edge over there. They're up. Here our carrots are up. True sets of leaves on them. So very happy with that. And our radish are doing well. Our sage is doing really nice. Smells really nice. And as you might notice, I did a bit of maintenance right here. I limbed up this yellow bells quite a bit, and man, sure did do some good here with the light. Look at all now the onions that they're just all pretty much now sprung up. So they were really slow coming, but now all the onions we planted out are up. So very happy with that. And our celery and radish here is doing well. Celery is a bit of a slow growing plant, but yeah, compared to when we planted it, it's coming along well. And of course, our cabbage is, what can I say, it's cooled off some. Our cabbage and our kale over here, it's probably our biggest curly kale right there, doing really well. Cabbage are looking nice. And in here in the middle I had planted some garlic, so it's this garlic now is coming up here, garlic coming up here. So yeah, I just put some garlic in the middle of these brassicas to try to help with some pest issues in the future that we might have. So that seems to be doing pretty well. Our turnips, well, they're one of the better performers we have. They're really doing well. Beets and of course our rutabaga are starting to catch up, and so are our radishes. Bed was a little slow to go, but it's really started to put on some pretty good growth. And our two cabbage here are still now finally starting to, this one over here put on a little bit. This one's still a little slow, but it's coming along. And what can I say, the lemon tree just about ready. There's some that are actually very ready. We're gonna go ahead and harvest them this evening. Some of them are more looking like oranges than they are lemons at this point, but they're doing well. Our garden mums now are really putting on a nice display, as are the yellow ones here. They're really looking very nice. So yeah, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and pull some of them. They're more than ready. Really nice lemon. And here we planted carrots. They're not quite up. I expect to probably see them this coming week, and we should have a nice stand of carrots if it's similar to any of the others. Here we've been trying to do a little bit of maintenance. We've cleaned up some of the branching and putting down a fresh, of course as the leaves start falling, putting down a fresh coat of fresh layering of mulch down, putting things to the walkways and the outskirts to bed for the season. And of course here again, our small circle bed of carrots is really really up and doing well, so can't complain about that. Just need to keep some of these leaves out of them. And as you can see over here, we've limbed up a lot of our shrubs, which we do in the fall, and we go ahead and take those green branches, put them on the ground, put cardboard over them, and cover that up. We're going to bring you that in another video here shortly. But we basically do a chop and drop. Nothing, there's nothing left this yard in 3-4 years now, so every bit of green material goes on the ground. And yeah, that's the way we like it. So let's move back over here while we still have a little bit of light, and maybe we can pull a few more green beans here. Say they're nice, starting to put on a nice set. You know, the plants aren't real huge, get a lot bigger in the spring, but wow, like I've always said, you know, I'm blessed to get whatever we get and happy for it. So I'm gonna come through here quick, and tonight we're gonna cook some pork chops, so I think there may be some fresh buttered green beans on the menu as well. Should be able to pick a decent amount, enough for one meal anyway. As long as you keep your beans picked, they'll keep on producing for you. So you want to definitely keep them picked as much as you can. Come around that other side. Probably might have could have stayed a few more days, but I want to encourage more flowering because they're pretty heavy set with the first amount. Of course, they take a little while to ripen them in, but they respond when you green beans respond well when you pick them often. So that's what I want to start. We picked some. I guess it was last weekend. We had a few, not for a small meal, but they're just now really starting to come into their own production. And I'm hoping, because we have pretty warm weather and we're a little ahead of schedule, I'm hoping it stays like this. Maybe I'm going to be able to get a good month or maybe even better out of this, which will be really, really nice for us. You can see it's a small plant, but they get quite a few green beans on them. Of course, it's getting a little dark, but we're going to get these picked and get them inside where we can enjoy them. Yeah, really, you know, loaded down with the beans, which is, for such small plants, really nice to see. And our volunteer potatoes are still hanging in there as well. Let me get these picked off real quick here before it gets completely dark on us. Not really liking the time change. Makes it a rush to get out here and get things done in the evenings, but this is what you have to work with. So like always, you just adjust and move on. So looks like about quick picking. So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot, but a nice well, more than one meal probably for 2 people. So just you know, thought I'd bring you a quick harvest. So we're definitely losing our light. Gets start quick now. So anyway, I just thought I would bring you around. I apologize a little quick this evening. We gotta get used to the time change, but I appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, and keep the comments coming, because that really encourages us. So I'll see you later from Two Country Home.